Welcome to the Maurologue January 29th edition, where we celebrate creativity, mental health hacks, music milestones, and believe it or not, a new way to take a walk. Maybe it can add a little spice to my 10K steps before 10 a.m. So let's get into it. All right, move over, hot girl walks. Color walks are here. The concept is simple. Pick a color and look for it while you stroll. First introduced by writer William S. Burroughs decades ago, this mindful practice is trending again. Why? Because it's more than just a fun way to pass the time. It helps reduce anxiety and boost focus. Clinical psychologist Jen Hartstein says it blends the physical benefits of walking with the mental clarity of meditation. So, next time you're out for a walk, pick a color, stay present, and step into mindfulness. Meanwhile, science confirms what we already suspected. People who are more facially expressive are more likable. You don't say. A new study found that during social interactions, expressive people made an average of 101 facial movements per minute. None of them having to do with Dalmatians. Get this, their animated reactions made them way more popular. Seem to know an announcer who gets really animated. If you're looking to make a good impression, let your face do the talking. Big news for the human heart. Literally, researchers at the University of Arizona have discovered that heart muscle cells can regenerate, particularly in patients using artificial heart devices. Just like a torn muscle heals with rest, these devices allow the heart to recover and rebuild. It's still early days, but this could revolutionize the way we treat heart failure. Stay tuned. This one's a game changer. Speaking of rebuilding, after the devastating LA fires, a group of architects and designers have teamed up on Slack to create fire-resistant buildings. Led by Aaron Leschtz of AAHA Studio, the Rebuild LA Architecture Workspace now has over 350 members, all pooling their expertise to navigate FEMA claims and city regulations. They're even working on a Rebuild LA handbook to guide future recovery efforts. It's proof that innovation and teamwork can rise from the ashes, literally. And now for a musical milestone that only Bruno Mars could achieve. He just became the first artist ever to surpass 150 million monthly listeners on Spotify. And here's the kicker. He hasn't released a solo album since 24K Magic in 2016. Instead, he's been racking up hits with everyone. His duet with Lady Gaga, Die With a Smile, has already hit 1.7 billion streams. His Rosé collab, Apata, crossed a billion. And now he is shaking things up with Fat, Juicy, and Wet, an R-rated track with Sexy Red. Because if anyone can go from silky smooth to straight up raunchy in one album cycle, you know it's Bruno Mars. Hey, speaking of Lady Gaga, Mayhem is officially on the way. Her new album will drop March 7, bringing back the pop sound fans have been begging for. The lead single, Disease, is already making waves, and her next single's music video will debut during the Grammy Awards this Sunday, February 2nd. But it's not all smooth sailing. Gaga's turn as Harley Quinn in Joker Folie à Deux didn't exactly wow critics. Still, Mother Monster remains unstoppable, proving once again that she thrives in chaos. Fitting for an album called Mayhem. Meanwhile, Cal Newport is dropping some serious productivity wisdom. In Slow Productivity, the lost art of accomplishment without burnout, he reminds us that speed isn't success. It's about moving deliberately, staying focused, and making progress without burning out. Slow and steady isn't just a fairy tale. It's the real path to winning the long game. One last thing. Inquiring minds want to know, Are people born with a photographic memory? Or does it take time to develop? Today's motivation comes from the legendary Zig Ziglar. No relation to Dolph, a master of motivation, best-selling author, and the man who basically turned positive thinking into a science. He once said, and this is for my nephew, mass destruction. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. So keep that motivation fresh, folks, because just like a shower, it's best served daily. All right, that's it for the Maurologue. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, hold the door open for someone and keep fighting the good fight.